Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome back to another live stream. Today we are live. We got Eric here as well, just like last week. We're going to be talking about The Flash, a little bit of Superman and Lois. I haven't watched it, so we're not going to be going into spoilers, but we are going to. Eric's going to be briefly giving his sort of non-spoilery.
I won't give any major spoilers out or anything.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just haven't had time, and I tried to watch it today, but I ran out of time and then had to do a stream. So
it's really good, though. Like I'm just telling you, it was a really, really good episode. Yeah. So,
well, we'll get into your thoughts in a minute when some people start to join, and everyone else can give your non-spoiler thoughts. Otherwise, you're gonna get kicked. I'm joking, but still, yeah, no spoilers. Anyway, and we got a few other topics that we're going to go through throughout this video. Obviously, The Flash this week, we had Cisco leaving. It was a whole big thing. Hopefully my internet is okay. I feel like I'm probably going to lag a couple of times in the stream.
Your video's a little laggy, but I can hear you okay.
As long as you can hear me, stick around, guys. As long as you can hear me. But yeah, so we have a bunch of topics we're going to go through. And obviously we talked about, or, you know, they talked about in the after party yesterday. Obviously, I mainly joined.
But you didn't get a chance to really talk about it because you got there a little bit late. So
yeah, exactly. So I didn't really get to talk about The Flash much yesterday. But so we're going to be going over that. And so if you guys want to join in and you have any questions, any topics, any ideas you want to bring up, it doesn't have to be to do with whatever we're talking about. Although, you know, if we are talking, say, about The Flash and you wanted to, you know, chime in on the conversation, please be sure to send in questions via super chat. All you need to do is click the $ beneath the chat and you can send in super chat and write in any question you want. And that's greatly appreciated if you do that because you're supporting the channel. But also you get your question answered and me and Eric are going to properly go over it. But for now, let's go ahead and just get right out of the way and talk about Superman and Lois. So thoughts on Superman and Lois, non-spoilers. And if you guys want to chime in, non-spoilery thoughts, did you like it? Did you not like it? Something like that.
Even without the big surprise at the end, which I'm sure you're aware there's a big surprise at the end. Yeah. Even without the big surprise at the end, I think it was a really, really good episode. I'm really excited. I think Paigey and I both agreed it felt like a penultimate episode. That's how good it was. Like, it really felt like it was setting up for a finale episode, which I don't know if that's going to be good because we still have, like, several episodes left before the end of the season. But I will say that if this is, like, how every episode is going to be leading up to the finale episode, we're in for a really good treat with Superman and Lois. And I'm going to be sad when the season wraps up because right now, I would say it probably is my number one CW Arrowverse show at the moment. It's just Lois continues to be really good. We got a lot more with the kids this week, which typically, especially Jonathan, he doesn't get as much time as Jordan usually does. So we got a lot more of him. We got some stuff with General Lane, which I thought was really good, and more stuff in the Cushing's family, like more things with them and how that's all tying in with Lois and stuff. So it really was just a really solid, well-paced episode with like almost no complaints from me. You know, my review will be up tonight, but you know, I mean, everybody kind of knows how I feel already. I really enjoyed the episode. So
yeah, I mean, right now I have to agree. I think Superman and Lois is the best CW Arrowverse show on right now for sure. Like, it's so good. And yes, I'm going to get around to watching the episode, and I've heard great things about it. Like, week to week, I have no doubt they're going to be great. I will be shocked if I ever see a bad episode this season. And maybe
I'm possible
for failure, but
I don't think it's possible. I think we might get a boring episode. I don't think we'd ever get a bad episode. There might be an episode that's just not very exciting, but I don't know how they could have a bad episode based on what they've done. So,
yeah, if they keep on like the same rough streak, even if it is like a little bit boring, maybe in one episode, or you know, it kind of goes off on a tangent that you know maybe some people don't care about.
Almost completely unrelated, but kind of related is because I know it's going to be just as good. This makes me really excited for Stargirl season 2 because I know it's going to be at the same like cinematography level, like acting level and everything as Superman and Lois because we got such a good season 1. So if this is what we're going to get for Stargirl season 2, I'm like really, really excited for that, and for Naomi as well, because I think Naomi is a character that a lot of people don't know about. So if it comes out and it's like as good as Superman and Lois, I mean, we've got some really good shows coming up this year. So
yeah, and I mean, although I don't think Naomi as a title sells the series to anyone who hasn't read her in the comics, right now she's in the current Justice League run, and she is awesome. Like, I love her, and that comic alone, like, I haven't even read Naomi's like own comic she had like a year ago or something with Wonder Comics, but that alone, like, I'm super hyped for that show, and I'm sure that show is going to be very good, and I hope it's involved in the Arrowverse.
They have to advertise it really, really well, and I think if you connect it with Superman and Lois and Stargirl, like if you push that advertising during these shows, it will actually this is the after party part 2. It actually will help the show, because right now the name of the show is so unassuming, like Naomi. Like most people don't know who that character is. So it's going to take quite a bit of advertising and marketing to get people to watch. So I hope that they do tune in, because Stargirl season 2, we know people are going to watch that. Superman and Lois, it's Superman and Lois Lane. People are going to tune in and watch that.
Yeah.
Naomi, not quite as exciting. So I hope that people give it a shot, because I do think it's going to be, I mean, if it's at this level, I think it's going to be really good. So.
Yeah. I agree. And Stargirl, like said, season 1 was really good. And I think that sort of set the precedent for Superman and Lois. I've mentioned that many times before, but I really do feel like that was the step up.
Do you think that Stargirl, would you consider that like the bridge between like what we have on the CW now and what we're getting in the future? That's what you would consider Stargirl? I think, 100%. In a lot of ways.
I feel like, I feel like it was like, okay, so we have the CW shows like normal kind of much you can tell, like Arrow, The Flash, Batwoman, Legend, like the same rough people, right, in a similar style. Yeah, I know Arrow is a bit different, but every show has their differences, but you can kind of tell it's CW, right? But then Stargirl was like the step up. Like that first episode, that first fight scene, I was like, what am I watching? Is this like in a DC film or something? You know, it was fantastic. And then the season was really good. And then now Superman and Lois, like Superman and Lois is not missing any shots. Like they're hitting everything for me. So yeah, I think
it's kind of weird that Todd Helbing.
Yeah, it was, you know,
that Todd Helbing is associated with Superman and Lois after like what people consider to be a bad run on The Flash, because it's like night and day storytelling. So I don't know if maybe because he got to pick his writers, maybe he got to have more to do with the creative side. Maybe he came into The Flash with something set up that he had to follow through on that he just didn't have a lot of creative control over. I don't really know, but it's like completely different in my mind from what he did on The Flash to what he's doing on Superman and Lois. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean, season four was a real stinker of The Flash. He did that, right? And he did season 3. I like season 3. I know it's divisive.
He was season 3 with his brother, I believe. It was him and his brother that did season 3, and then season 4 was just him by himself. So,
well, season 4 by himself was a stinker. So it was really bad. Okay, so let's move on to The Flash. Now we've roasted The Flash a little bit. So overall thoughts on the episode, and then we'll go into the specifics.
Okay, so most people have probably seen my review by now. They know that I gave it like a 7 out of 10, and that's because I think the episode. I have almost 2 opinions about it because it's such a weird juxtaposition between like what it was and what we saw. Like, I think that for Cisco leaving, I think it hit everything it needed to hit for that character. I think like everything that needed to happen for Cisco as a character was covered in that episode. You got the lightheartedness, you got the jokes, you got the nostalgia, you got the emotional moments. I think all of that worked. And then on the other hand, there was stuff in the episode that I think absolutely didn't work for me. But the things that didn't work for me were things that I think are subjective, like the humor, you know, some of the context of the scenes and things like that. There wasn't anything really wrong with the episode in terms of how it was edited or anything like that. I think all of that was fine. It was just a lot of the dialogue, a lot of the humor and stuff like that didn't really land for me. So I enjoyed the episode, but I probably won't ever go back and watch it. And that's kind of weird because like there's episodes I'm bookmarking them in my head. Like when I go back and I watch a season again, there's certain episodes that I skip because I know that like I didn't like them. I don't really have any reason to go back and watch them. And this is one of those episodes that you can skip. If you know what's happening with Cisco, you don't even have to watch this episode because I don't think anything in this episode other than Cisco leaving is going to have anything to do with the rest of the season. So,
yeah. No, yeah. No, I get it. And I mean, when I go back and watch, show, I haven't done it in a while. I did actually do some for the Flash season 5, just before season 6. Sorry, for the Flash season 6, just before 7 started. But yeah, when I like go back and watch episodes, I kind of like, yeah, you're right. You do have bookmarks kind of in your head. You're like, okay, so I can't think of like an episode that was like not very good.
And like me, like Love is a Battlefield. Love is a Battlefield was the one with like Emmett Black and Goldface or whatever that was absolutely hilarious. Like if you watch it, it's funny. It's cringy funny, just kind of like this episode. But I wouldn't go back and watch it because I just don't. There's nothing there for me to see. You know what I mean? So like those are the kinds of things that I feel. Yeah, and I did too.
I hate. And
it's like if you think about it, like some of the worst episodes are the ones that get the most like memes, the most visibility on social media. Yeah. I mean, look at the Supergirl clip that circulates all the time. Like one of the worst clips ever from Supergirl is the one that people share all the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, just overall, like, yeah, we have the bookmark episodes, and for you, this is one of those ones you're probably going to skip. For me, I think I would actually come back to this episode and, come back to that Chester and Cisco episode this season because I had a really good time. I think those 2 episodes had the most fun. I like the humor. Agree. It was right for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And so yeah, it's all subjective and there's different ways we will look at it. But like, yeah, I think there's been some really solid episodes. Like you gave an episode 10 out of 10. What one was that? I forgot.
It was like episode 2, I think, at the beginning of the season.
Episode like 2 was the penultimate one before the kind of finale for Eva. Yeah, that was really good. I think I gave that a 10 out of 10 as well. Like I don't always do rankings in my reviews, but like in my head or on the after party when you ask, sometimes.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah,
this might
anyway,
be the
that
last
was a 10 out of 10.
I was gonna say spoiler alert before we answer the super chat. I may stop doing rankings at the end of the season, so I might not be doing like numeric rankings.
Ooh.
They don't really do any much. They don't do much for me anymore, I should say. But anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But we got a couple of super chats to answer, and then I'll get back to my thoughts on the Flash this week. Okay, why? From Ryan on YouTube, Ryan to England. Thank you very much, Ryan, or the UK. Ryan says, why do Daniel Panabaker and Candace never have scenes together? I don't think there's any drama between the 2 of the actors, but in regards to Iris not saying bye to Cisco, yeah, I think that's a bit weird, but I feel like maybe that was like a COVID problem.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm robotic.
Yeah, a little bit. So there's a lot of people on social media that think that Danielle and Candace have drama behind the scenes. It's like this weird like rabbit hole that you can dive down between Danielle and Candace. Like I would suggest not doing it, but if you want to, it is on social media. But I do believe that the thing with this episode was, and we saw it primarily because we haven't had all of our cast members together in one room, is that there was COVID restrictions. So I think that's all it was. That's it.
Yeah. And so am I really robotic?
You were for a second, but now you seem fine. So I don't know.
War me, and then you take over. or something. I don't know.
If you're super robotic, I can read out the questions. Right now, you seem fine. So.
Okay, that's good. But in regards to like my thoughts on this, yeah, Iris not saying bye to Cisco is a bit weird. But overall, I mean, she's going to see him at the end of the season because he is coming back. Thank you so much, Ryan. Canada Graph sends in a $3 super chat. Thank you very much. Eric, can you hear me? Am I lagging?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now. I don't know if you said something before that. Oh,
I was reading.
Oh, okay. So yes, if they would have chalked, I would have gave it a 10 out of 10. If Barry would have chalked, but he didn't. Now, if they would have looked that up on the internet and done it just because they knew I would hate the scene, then I would totally be happy about that. I'd say, you know what, perfect episode. But you know, they didn't do their due diligence and research enough. So.
No, I get that. It would have been epic if they chalked. I think we have like something, and then it waits before you get it. So, you know, my internet's being really shit. Might have to restart in a minute, but okay. As long as you guys can hear me, just tell me in the chat if you can't hear.
I can hear you,
but Scott Edwards.
Yeah, but it is a little robotic, but I can hear you.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe not now.
Yeah, I definitely have a delay. I'm speaking. It's like 5 seconds. Go ahead and go into the super chat. So Scott Edwards sends in a $4.99 super chat. He says, "What are all the heroes do y'all want to see in the Flash special event? Who do you think will be in it? Eric, who's going to be in it, and who do you want?"
So I think we're talking about the beginning of next season, where they're getting like the episode crossovers and everything. I would love to see just any of our characters from any of the other shows crossover, whether it be Batwoman or, you know, some of the characters from Legends, or maybe, you know, someone from Superman and Lois. I feel like we need to see them come together since we've had a year of like not having them together, because I'm very disappointed that Crisis was done and then we didn't benefit from it at all, because we lost the shows that Crisis kind of merged with Earth Prime. So I would love to see literally anyone from the Arrowverse, with the exception of maybe Gary. So,
so true. Yeah, I mean, for me, the heroes that I would want to be like, okay, I think the heroes that are going to show up is going to be like one big hero from each show. Maybe they have like one extra person that comes in, but I kind of doubt that. I'm going to say it's going to be like Stargirl, Batwoman, Superman, like Sarah maybe from Legends, and what's the other show? Eric, what show did I miss?
Did you say Batwoman?
He said Batwoman, Superman, Stargirl, Sarah, Lance, and what other show do we have? Black Lightning. Oh, because Black Lightning said, you know, there's rumors about him coming back. So
yes, he might. Yeah, but Supergirl and Black Lightning, since they're ending, I would not think that they would necessarily, but I would love to see. I would love to see Supergirl crossover with Superman. That would be like ideal for me, but I will take it on the Flash as well.
Yeah, no, me too. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Thank you so much, Scott, and I apologize for being a robot. Robot Ben is here today, and I mean, my internet is just so bad recently. We really like need to sort it out, and we've all been talking, and we're like, gotta Gotta call the internet company because this is not cool. Like, I'm literally by the router. I think I need to buy like an Ethernet cable or something. But okay, Cody sends in a $5 super chat, and Cody says it's looking like Godspeed is only the last 2 episodes, with Diggle being episode 16. Do you think Godspeed isn't going to show up until then? Do you think that's pretty late, right?
I think it is kind of late. I'm not really sure about how they've set up the season in terms of like, I mean, well, if you think about it, it's not too late because we get 2 more episodes of filler or bottle episodes over the next 2 weeks because we get the it's an episode about, I think, Allegra. And then isn't there like a Cecile episode? Yeah. So there's like the Cecile episode, then the Allegra episode. So if you think about it, it does seem late, but it's actually not too late because we're only going to have a couple of episodes before this episode happens. So I feel like, isn't it weird? Because he says that we're going to start this next graphic novel, but I feel like we're getting episodes that don't necessarily tie in to the graphic novel. So I don't know.
Apparently Godspeed's in episode 15. Apparently the synopsis says it. I don't think I read that synopsis yet. So,
well, either way, that like I said, the next 2 episodes are like completely separate ones, and then after that would be the wrap up for the season. So it just feels like we're talking about this being a graphic novel. We had the Cisco episode, which I totally expected not to connect with anything, but then it seems like we're getting 2 more episodes that are just completely standalone, like bottle episodes. So.
Yeah, it's weird. It is totally weird. Like, why 3 bottle episodes in a row? Like, I don't know. Like, I get that you have to have character development, and like Cisco's episode was crucial. But Cecile's episode this week, how crucial is that going to be? And also Allegra, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure. But okay, let's move on to the next super chat from Sherlock Wells, who sends in €2. Thank you so much. And also, guys, I think I've lost the delay because you keep on answering like right after. Nice. Okay, so Sherlock Wells says, hello from Germany. How excited are you for Godspeed? Eric, go. Godspeed. How hyped or not?
It's been a long time coming, right? We've waited so long for Godspeed. Like, I'm excited for it, but it's more like one of those, I hope they get it right kind of things. Like, we had the Godspeed initially where it was kind of a fake out. Like, it was Godspeed, but then it was a future storyline and it wasn't totally connected and everything. So now we're getting one that I feel like could actually be more like the one that we got in the comics, which, to be fair, 2 or 3 episodes should be enough to cover that story if they're going to do like a version of that story from the comics. So I feel like that's fine. So for me, I am excited to see the character come back, but I'm very reserved in my excitement also because I want them to get it right. I don't just want to see the character come back. And I've said that before, like when people talk about Red Death, I don't want to see a character unless they're going to really do something with the character. Don't bring them in just for fan service. So I really hope this Godspeed story is actually really good. But he's a cool looking character. I think the suit looks really good. So
yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm on the same page about this. Like, I'm excited for Godspeed, but it's been a long time coming, and I think it's been teased for so long that at this point we're kind of like, oh, he's finally coming. Nice. You know, and then what's he gonna have? Episode 15, 16, 17, 18, he's done. 4 episodes, he's done. I don't know, maybe there's going to be a bit unsatisfying considering that they literally introduced the idea of these clones at the start of last season. Like, what, last October? You know, not even last October, but the October before. Like, it's been a long-ass time. So, I guess the expectations are not as high. Like, I'm not as like anticipating it as I normally would be because I think the way they set him up honestly isn't the best thing. They should have done it like at the end of season 6. I think maybe it would have been better. because it would have been like a shorter period of time. I know we had like a big gap anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to him because I think he's got a cool suit. He is an interesting character, and I want to see what they do with him. Hopefully, it's not just like super simple. I feel like there should be someone greater behind like the Godspeeds, but I feel like it's just going to be like a Godspeed, the real August Hart or something. Do you think it's going to be August Hart?
Probably not. I mean, if it is, it would be really strange because wasn't that character from the future? So I don't know how they would do that.
Yeah, and I hope it's actually they make him from the future. I don't know. I feel like that is more interesting to me than even Godspeed just as a speedster. You know?
Well, you got to remember, Godspeed from the future wasn't like this super intelligent like scientist character that was like doing all these crazy experiments and stuff like that. So I don't know how he would do what he's doing here unless future has changed and he is a scientist now in the future. I don't know. Even in the comics, he's not a scientist. So I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I think that version of Godspeed we saw was supposed to be just in like Nora's version of the future, but then like post-crisis, I think what they're going for is totally changed. It's a different person behind the mask.
Exactly. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, Jon Snow Rules sends in a $2 super chat from Canada. Thank you very much. He says, "You watch Loki, Ben? Also, will the Flash talk down Godspeed?" Loki, have you seen episode 1? I got sent both episode 1 and 2, but I haven't had time to watch it yet. You watched it, Eric?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it already. I'm doing a review for it. It should be up tomorrow, but I'll talk briefly about it. I mean, I enjoyed it. It seems like a prequel to the series because you kind of have to establish what's actually going on because this Loki isn't the same exact Loki that we knew from the MCU. So they spend a lot of time in the episode setting up what the series is going to be. So it ends kind of when it gets to the point where this is what we're doing, which is fine. But it almost feels like they could have, I don't know, they could have done something to better prepare us for it. But I guess that would have, given away too much of the series. I think the series is going to hit its stride in the second episode, but I thought the first episode was pretty good.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they released episode 2 of it, but I guess not. So I gotta get watching so I can get ahead. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. To be honest, like I loved WandaVision. So disappointing. Like, I started to watch Falcon, but then I didn't finish it, but I should finish it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm on that WandaVision hype still.
I think Loki is going to be more like WandaVision than like Falcon and Winter Soldier. At least that's the way it feels right now.
Well, that's why I'm looking forward to actually watch it at some point. But okay, Jon Snow Rule. His second question in his super chat is: will the Flash talk down Godspeed? Eric, is it going to happen? Tell me.
Probably. They seem very intent on the Flash not fighting this season. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. We just haven't seen him do anything. I mean, think about the season. Other than the end of the end of season 6 wrap up at the beginning of season 7, he hasn't really done anything. I would like to see a Flash centric episode on the Flash. Can we have an episode of the Flash where it's about the Flash? We've had episodes dedicated to Frost and Caitlin. We've had episodes about Iris. We've had episodes about Cisco. We've also got an episode coming up about Allegra. We've got a Cecile episode. Can we get an episode about the Flash? Because, I mean, that's what the show is. And I just don't understand why he's this almost third-tier character in his own series. It's really strange to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say he's probably going to talk down the villain because they don't want him to fight anything. He'll probably offer them a job. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess he's probably going to talk him down if it follows the kind of track that they've been going down this season. But I would like to think that he's going to defeat Godspeed because he is a Speedster villain. And wait, how did he take down Reverse Flash, Savitar, and Zoom? Do you remember?
Okay, so he's fought Reverse Flash several times. So I mean, which time specifically? Because he's fought him several times. So...
okay, let's say this the end of the season, right? The season finale. Let's talk about that. So what happened in season 1 finale? Reverse Flash, how did he get defeated?
He basically didn't defeat Reverse Flash. He was going to allow him to go back to the future in the spear or whatever. Right. Yeah, that's what happened. So, I mean, I guess they did defeat him, but we see him come back, so it wasn't like a finality to his defeat or whatever. But that was how they defeated him. As far as Savitar, Iris basically defeated Savitar. So, I mean, they all fought Savitar, but Iris is the one that actually defeated Savitar. Zoom was defeated by the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Basically. By the the Ghost and the Speed Force. So.
Yeah. So there are instances like Barry's fighting these Speedster villains. He doesn't necessarily always take them down himself, but it's to do with him in like a heavy way. So I expect something more like, I guess there's a chance he could just talk them down. But
I do want to point out R.I.P. Eddie. We forgot to mention that Eddie was actually the one that erased Eobard. It wasn't Barry. So
rip Eddie. But I like I was saying, there is a chance that they just talk him down, but I think that would be very unsatisfying because they took down Eva, they took down Speed Force Nora, and so like, are they gonna do it again?
Yeah, they also talked down Rainbow Raider. They talked down all the other forces this season. They haven't fought anybody. So, and we've talked about it. Like we just mentioned in previous seasons, there's been instances where characters have been defeated in other ways, but never have we had a season where we don't even have villains of the week that are getting like in physical altercations. It's really weird.
Yeah, and Jamie has a question that I thought I would bring up. So he says, my question is, do you think the crossover event at the beginning of next season is to set up the new multiverse? So you have an answer for that? Do you think that's possible?
So the fan in me would love to see something like that, but it's very clear that a Speedster cost a lot of money for them to do. Because when we had Wally on the show, whenever Wally and Barry were together, one of them would get knocked out, the other one would keep fighting. When Nora was on the show, basically she was the only Speedster that was really doing anything. So I think having multiple Speedsters is a problem in the show's budget. And I don't think they're going to get more money as the show goes on. If anything, the show will end up having less money to spend on special effects as it goes on, simply because that's just the way the market works. But I would love to see something like this. And if you're going to do something like this, it has to be very smartly done. And right now I feel like Flash's budget is getting spent on like stuff that doesn't matter. There's a lot of things in the episodes where I feel like it's just a waste of time and money when they could be doing it on stuff that we love, and they're just not doing it. And I do realize right now this season is being impacted by COVID restrictions way more than any other season. It probably won't impact next season as much. It didn't impact season 6 as much, but this season it did. And I get that, but they're not being very creative in the way they're doing things. So I have no expectations for more Speedsters or more special effects or anything like that next season, because I don't have faith in them for writing that kind of stuff. So and the new multiverse thing has already sort of been established in Superman and Lois. I mean, we kind of know it exists. So I don't think the Flash has to really set it up. Could they explore it some more? Yes, but now we are at least one of our shows is aware that there is that the multiverse still exists. So
yeah, and in regards to the Speedster War coming, I'm not so sure about that. I would love it, but Bart Allen, the actor who plays him, is going to be on Broadway from September, like weekly, like 6 days a week or something.
And we know when you're doing that, you don't have time to go film stuff. He can't just like fly up and film.
We know that from Melissa and the way that it's impacted Supergirl before. So yeah, it's like a big thing. But would you like to see a Speedster War, Eric?
I would love to see it, but again, I don't know if they'd be able to do it like I would want it to be done. Like in my mind, I can see what I would like. And if we're talking about like seasons 1, 2, 3, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. I'm gonna say if they do it, just please do it right. Please do it right. Give us something really cool, even if it's only like 2 or 3 episodes of just really hardcore speedster fighting. I would be okay with that. But we'll see. I think that might be something that's saved for a crossover, like the big crossover for the season, I believe.
And Paigey has arrived. No way.
Hello.
Just on time.
I'm not on my normal computer. I thought I'd make it cameo because it's freaking freezing this morning. I walked outside. It's 6 degrees, which is like it being like negative 20 here. So I'm lying on the couch.
Wait, 6 degrees?
It's 6 degrees Celsius.
Oh shit, that's pretty cold. Yeah, for Australia.
Well, I'm lying in my bed. I'm not in my bed. I'm lying on the couch under the blanket with my laptop.
He must be in Tasmania.
No, I'm in Sydney place, but holy crap, it's so cold. I can't believe. You know how cold it is? Like,
wait, it's supposed to be like the middle of winter, right?
No, winter just started. We're 11 days into winter, so it's not even the coldest point yet. Usually August is the coldest.
How cold does it actually get, like, compared to here?
Well, usually this is the coldest, but it's at the beginning. So now I'm starting to think that it's going to get even colder.
It's going to be as cold as the South Pole. It's going to be as cold as the South
Pole. They're saying there's a chance that it could snow.
Wow.
It's never snowed. It's never snowed in Sydney. The closest it gets to snow is like Canberra.
Yeah.
What about Melbourne? Does it snow in Melbourne?
No, it gets freaking cold down there, but it doesn't snow, I don't think. Oh my goodness.
Winter is coming. Winter's coming.
I bet you I get sick. Oh, here we go. Yeah, next week, I bet you I'm sick. I bet you I sound like a frog. Would it sound like a frog? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
Nice. Yeah, like here in England when it's winter, obviously right now it's actually the hottest it's been all year here. It's like 26 degrees Celsius today. Yeah, that's a flex.
That's weird.
Right there.
That's not hot. Like today, it's meant to get to 17 degrees. So in the middle of the day, it'll be 17 degrees here, even though it's 6 degrees at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Because the sun will come out tomorrow.
So because you were walking outside in the morning.
Well, like the summer that I just had, there was what?
In the winter here.
What?
What were you saying?
I was going to say in the summer here, it's like 42, 45 degrees.
Oh my god.
Am I the one lagging or is it Ben? I'm not too sure.
No, it's me. I'm behind. You have like a slight delay, right? Because I'm lagging. Everyone has like a 2-second delay. So we're always like jumping over each other's words. So. Yeah, but in England it gets really freaking cold in the winter, so I feel you. Like if you walk out in the morning, you're like ice cold.
I was wearing shorts as well, which probably doesn't help.
What are you? Yeah, you're totally gonna get sick, so enjoy. Yeah, Paigey's just learning the power of Robot Ben currently right now. But yeah, let's go back to the shows. We were talking, Eric. What were we talking about? Jeez,
the Flash. We just got done talking about the Flash war that probably isn't going to happen. But yeah,
the Speedster war. Yeah, yeah. What do you think about that, Paigey? Do you think that the crossover is gonna, at the start of season 8, it's gonna set up the new multiverse, as Jamie says? Do you think that's a possibility? And do you think there is a Speedster war coming? But then we talked about like Jordan Fisher being on Broadway and stuff. So thoughts?
I think we'll get the new multiverse. Sorry if you hear a jet flying over my house. I'm on a flight path. Not a flex.
Tasmanian airport.
Yeah.
He's at the Tasmanian airport.
If you keep saying I'm from Tasmania, I will block you. Anyway, I think we'll get the new multiverse next season. I think that's the whole point of that thing. If not, Barry discovers at the end of this one. But I actually don't want that Speedster war because I'm sort of sick of them doing DC Rebirth stuff because there's still heaps of stuff. Look, I don't know if Eric Wallace is obsessed with doing DC Rebirth or he's being told to do it. I'm not too sure what the case is because he seems obsessed with doing it. So it's like, like people don't mind the newer stuff coming in, but don't just completely focus on that because then you lose stories from the 2010s or mainly like the 2000s, the 90s, even the 80s and stuff like that. So hopefully it doesn't happen. Also because it's not like it's that amazing of a story either. Like nothing in DC Rebirth has actually been that amazing. Like no offense to the writer, but just in comparison to other Flash stuff, it isn't that great.
Yeah, no, I get it. And like they have been doing a lot of DC Rebirth stuff. I'm wondering if it is like some sort of mandate, but I guess it's not. I guess it's just him liking it. But yeah, it would be cool to go back to like some other stories for once.
Yeah, like one of my main requests would be, this would only have to be a cameo. I don't know how you could stretch it out for more than even just 10 minutes in an episode, but a DJ Eric cameo featuring twerking and or choking.
Hell yeah.
Would be highly, not only requested, but just needed. I think
it's necessary.
Absolutely needed. It's what you want. It's just what you want. We have a super chat from Toe Senior, so thank you very much. I think I just said toe. I don't know how to say it. Sounds like a toe. Anyway, toe. Yeah, but it sounds like a toe. Anyway.
Are we that if there, I've got a toe. I've got a toe. I've got a toe.
Okay, so Toe Senior sends in a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. He says, if there is a multiverse, how much will Cisco be missed? Thoughts, guys?
I think Cisco would be missed anyway, but well, they're not, like I think if they just rediscover the multiverse, I don't think it's going to be. Is that just due to his vibe stuff? Or is that Cisco and knowledge based? Because if it was vibe wise, then I can understand.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if they rediscover the multiverse, they'll find a way to open up portal. What are they called? Holes?
Breaches.
Breaches. That's it. Well, no, are they breaches? Yeah, I guess they are. I'm going to call them holes. We'll call them multiverse holes.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we're assuming that Cisco is the only person with the power to do that, but we've seen there's other people with that same power on other Earths. So
and also that they can do it themselves. That there's tech and they have that device. Well, no, does it exist post-crisis? I don't know. That device.
I'm assuming that Cisco could make it. He's just at Argus. It's not like he's.
The thing is, if he has the knowledge of pre-crisis, then wouldn't it be on that USB thing that he gave Chester?
It would be. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm assuming it's.
They're not going to make it complicated. Whatever happens, they'll make it very.
It'll be a simple thing. Like it'll be like, oh, Cisco left me that thing on the USB, and we can't really complain about that because he said it had everything that he'd designed and stuff that he hadn't even made yet. It was all like early designs and stuff like that. So I assume that's what's going to happen.
They'll just have to go to Queenstown, Tasmania, to pick it up.
And even then, if Chester was confused, you're like, hey, Queenstown, that's in New Zealand, you freaking idiot.
There's probably one in Tasmania too.
Oh my god.
Eric, you are
same country, right?
I'm going to say you're about 2 attempted insults away from...
The chat needs to look it up. Is there a Queenstown in Tasmania? Find out if there is or if there isn't. I want to know.
It is, and it's news to me. Oh my god, there is one in Tasmania.
Ah, yes! So that's where they have to go to get the technology then. Queenstown, Tasmania.
Hold on. There is?
Hold on.
No way.
I'm 99% sure it probably has a population less than it has a population of 1,755 people, Eric. So I'm more concerned about the fact that you know about it.
I just made it up. I just said it. I was like, it sounds like a city from Australia. But I got it right. So Cisco will have a relative that lives in Queenstown, Tasmania.
Actually, well, here's a question. What's one other country that has a city named Sydney?
I don't know.
Now you're not smart.
New Zealand? New Zealand?
No, right. The answer is Canada.
Oh, okay. Is that where Canadagraphs lives?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, from what I know, he lives in Vancouver.
I think Canada has a London as well.
What about Earth 2 Canadagraphs? I bet you he lives in Sydney, Canada.
Well, Earth 2 Canadagraphs is a caramel shipper, so...
okay. All right.
Yeah. Earth 2 Ben is an interesting character.
Anyway, thanks to... Yeah, you don't know.
Getting frozen in with Ben.
I'm robotic right.
Intergalactic silent.
So thank you so much.
Intergalactic, solgalactic.
You can hear me.
Rock, robot, rock.
Anyone around? Yeah, Eric is lagging out. Yeah. I'm lagging out.
I can hear you.
I wish I couldn't hear you, but I can.
Let's see.
I don't think you can hear us though.
Can't hear us now. No, yeah.
Hello?
Did you get your...
I checked on the live stream and you guys were fine.
Did you get your internet from the dollar shop, Ben? Or Poundland, as they would call it in America?
For real? England?
That Poundland internet deal. Rock. Robot.
I'm going to try and join from my phone. On my phone.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Might get phone. It's going to be phone ban.
You on phone ban at the moment?
Yeah.
Let us know when you're on phone ban so we can judge the...
No, I'm going to add phone ban.
Add phone ban. What, on StreamYard? You're going to go on stream... So we're going to have 2 bans. Uh-oh. Is this a good idea, Eric?
Do I have to leave this one?
Oh, I know. Do we want 2 bans?
You're gonna have to mute. You're gonna have to mute one of them.
It's not working. I can't get.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the link, but for some reason I can't add myself into the stream.
Maybe they've realized.
Anyway, it seems like I'm okay for now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you were going to hotspot to your phone, not join with your phone.
Yeah, anyway.
Eric,
struggles
hold on.
Of terrible, shitty internet.
Eric?
Yeah.
Face the other way. Okay, don't worry. It's the reflection of your microphone thing, the microphone. I thought you had like on your face. It had like a white, like a different coloured shit. I thought you had like bread or something on your beard.
It's this probably.
Yeah, it's the shimmer from that, like the reflection.
Yeah.
Or it's a light, one of the two.
Yeah.
All good.
It's my gaming headset normally. That's what I use it for.
Hold on. Eric's a gamer?
Yeah.
Eric is a gamer. I really hope that Ben has better.
Wow, that's wow. I don't.
I think that like that homeless dude outside the Starbucks has better internet than Ben at the moment.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on the topic. You guys can send in any questions you have. We're going to be ending the stream in like the next 10 minutes or so if my internet can stick it out. But yeah, I got like a couple things that I wanted to bring up. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys read it. I don't know if you guys are up to date on thing.
Are you going to read it? Are we listening to something?
Cow.
This is like on as good camera as mine.
Doesn't want to be on camera. He just wants to. Anyway, Eric's taking his camera.
Nope.
What was the question again? Like I've totally lost track of what we're talking about.
Did you guys? The question was,
I feel like I'm trying to decipher Morse code. I feel like that's what Ben's. It's like,
read any recent DC comics? Like in the
last year? That's the question. All right. I'm still reading The Flash. I'm still reading Justice League. That's pretty much it. I haven't really jumped in anything new at the moment.
And are you liking it?
This is like watching Girls' Night Out. All these freeze frames are not very
okay.
complex for you.
Hey, I've joined with my. Tell me when you can see / hear me.
We can see you and hear you.
Some of these freeze frames are very dodgy. They got you in very suggestive positions.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm okay now because I'm on my internet, on my phone's internet. Oh no, I'm not.
No, just keep going.
No, I'm not. To the devil. Freaking hell. Wait, can you guys read out the super chat at least so people can hear?
Toe Senior, $5 super chat. Are you guys excited about the Snyder Cut coming out? When does it come out? And do you like guys like Ezra as the Flash over Grant Gustin? So I don't know if this is a real question. The Snyder Cut has been out for a while, and I mean, yeah, I don't like Ezra over Grant Gustin for the Flash. I've always been a very strong critic against Ezra. I just don't think he fits the character very well. He might be a good Flash, but he's not a very good Barry Allen in my mind. So that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Paigey, any thoughts on this?
I think my answer is no to every question.
Yeah.
Robotic Ben agrees.
Well, you're not robotic right now.
Oh, crap. Well, whilst I'm not robotic, Snyder Cut was good. Grant over Ezra any day.
Actually, your camera and your audio is better now than it's been the whole time you've been
streaming. I think it's the best it's ever been.
It's because I'm on my hotspot on my phone, so I think it's like okay.
How is your phone better than your actual internet in your house?
Because my internet is dog shite right now. Like I'm literally sitting right next to it. It's on the floor next to my legs. Thanks for the entertainment. Okay, Eric, can you read out Gary's super chat?
Thanks Gary, One Eye Super Chat. Do you think the Flash will be delayed till whatever in the universe? No, I don't think it's going to be delayed, Gary. I mean, you could curse it because you have the power to do that. So if you really want it to be delayed, you just wish it into existence because apparently you can reality warp. So no, I don't think it'll get delayed. They've pretty much. I mean, the studio could delay it. It is possible. I don't think they want to though.
Yeah, no, it's not getting delayed unless Gary is like, you know, summoning the CW demons or something. But no, it's not getting delayed. Thanks for the super chat, Gary. Thanks for the super chat, Toe. I'm sorry that I'm like glitching in and out. But yeah, Eric is the takeover guest, the backup guest, star. Okay, so. Last 5 minutes or so, guys. I really apologize for the choppy end to the stream.
But the choppy beginning, the ending is good. So.
Yeah, the ending is okay, but now we're like heading towards the end. But at least you've had some cow content.
Isn't it weird that Stacy's mom looks like Ben? It's just a little strange there.
Like Stacy's mom kind of looks like me, not gonna lie. So it's kind of weird.
Confirm that Stacy's mom has it going on though. That's the real.
Stacy's mom does have it going on.
Does she have it going on now?
Maybe. Okay, Gary sends in another super chat. Thank you very much, Gary. He says, "Are you mad at me? Are you proud of me? What are you guys all thinking right now?" In regards to Gary.
Not mad. Always proud.
I'm consistently in the gray area. Not too sure.
You need to shave your legs. Leg shaving commencing.
Yeah, go. Maybe if you shave your legs some more, Paige is gonna like you. He likes those clean shaven legs.
I'm not going to deny that. That could be true.
Yeah. Okay. Canada Graph sends in a super chat. He says Ben needs some super chats for internet from the 2000s and Sharpies and or dry erase board. Someone help him out. True things. I don't know why my internet's so bad, but I have got Sharpies, guys. I've got Sharpies, so it's all good. It's all good. It's gonna be fine. But
you mean Eric will give you an applause or something from?
Yeah, I was waiting. Just like that. But thank you so much, Canada Graphs. Yeah. Okay. Well, what I was trying to say before, and the final thing is, in regards to the comics, they just Nia Now made her debut in the comics. I presume you haven't read it yet, because it came out like a few days ago. And so it was really cool seeing her like in the comics. And so with that, do you think we're going to see more of these characters, like maybe like Black Lightning or someone, or some of those other characters from shows that are going away?
If people buy them, if no one buys them, then they won't make them. Even then, when people buy comics, they still don't make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't force.
The thing is part of like a big anthology, so
I don't know. If they're like one shots, then yeah, I could see them make it, but I don't see them being series unless people are.
Yeah, I mean one shots really.
Yeah, like because one shots are easy to sell, as well. Like they usually get like above average numbers. But yeah, I'd be surprised if we saw any sort of like even a mini series like 6 issues, just because you rely on them being sold as well. So I don't know. I wouldn't say yes. I'd say more likely no, unless they're one.
Yeah. Eric, do you think that's gonna happen at all or not?
I'm probably not in a good spot to ask like hopes and dreams for the Arrowverse right now, because I mean I feel so defeated by a lot of the stuff that's happening. I think the only show that I'm actively enjoying regularly is Superman and Lois, and everything else is sort of in a gray area for me. So,
what about Legends?
No,
he loves Legends.
No, I would say that depending on where we are at the end of the season will determine how I feel going into next season. That's kind of where I'm at. Like right now, I need to see what we're gonna do with everything with the stories, with the Godspeed thing and stuff, and how Batwoman's gonna wrap up, whether that's gonna make any sense or not. Legends, it doesn't really matter what they do, I guess. Superman and Lois is the one that I'm keeping an eye on, so I have faith that they're gonna have a really strong ender for the season. So
And what about how did Black Lightning end for you? Because I haven't seen it now.
Satisfactory, but because my season overview is out now, so if anybody wants to hear all my thoughts, you can head over. I just uploaded it earlier, but I was happy with, and I've said this in the other live streams, I was happy with how they wrapped up most of the characters. The biggest problem is they did kind of the same thing that Arrow did. They left some questions unanswered because they thought they were going to get a spinoff and they'd be able to answer those questions in the spinoff, and now they're not getting a spinoff. So there's some questions left on the cutting room floor that we're never going to get an answer to. So that's unfortunate. I think the show answered the big questions, but there was still some stuff they didn't wrap up because they thought they were going to get Painkiller. So it was obvious. And another thing is filming the ending of a season, like what Supergirl is doing right now, or ending of a series, is obviously difficult during COVID. It makes it very difficult to properly end a show because you can't do everything you want to do. So,
No, I get that, and I'm sure Black Lightning did a good job. However, like the next show that is ending, and they want to set off a spin-off, like they should just not set anything up.
Or if they set it up, don't leave questions from the actual show that you're in. Like, you can set up something without leaving unanswered questions for a spinoff series. Because, like, on Black Lightning, it was basically two of the children. Well, basically Anissa and her wife, Grace, and then Khalil's storyline. Also some stuff with Tobias Whale and his daughter and Lala. There was like 5 or 6 big questions that were left unanswered. So just if you're going to do that in the future, set up a series for us, but don't leave so many unanswered questions. That's it, basically.
Yeah, maybe if there is like a Supergirl spinoff, we've been like talking about like Mia or like a Legion show, maybe
Legion.
At some point. Yeah, more now.
Oh, there we go.
You would love that. But I think they are probably in a better standpoint because like if those shows don't happen, it's not really going to impact like how people look back at Supergirl's finale, I presume, because they haven't announced anything.
Unless the finale leaves a bunch of unanswered questions.
Oof. I don't know. But yeah, okay, we've hit the hour mark, and we pretty much gone through all of our topics. And thanks so much for all of you guys who have been tuning in throughout the live stream. I apologize for all the lagging. Again, I'm going to call my internet provider this week, and I'm going to try and sort this shit out. Honestly, like sometimes I'm in my other room and I'm trying to upload a video, and I end up just coming and sitting on the router. I swear to God, to upload.
The
Router.
We're not getting into another Reuters.
Yeah, no, the router.
The router.
Anyway, router.
If you said router in Australia, people would think you're talking about a different thing.
If you said router here, people would be like, this guy's weird.
No, they'd be like, wow, this guy's so epic.
That is pretty epic. But
look up root Australia.
Root. It means like someone that does roots, like from plants, maybe.
No, root Australian slang.
It's for sex.
Yeah. So if you're a router, you'll mean someone having sex. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like
okay,
Reuters.
That's such a bad name.
I
Reuters.
wonder if Reuters is still doing a deal.
I don't know.
That food deal with the wings.
Yeah, I don't know. We looked up Australian food the other day. So
yeah.
Hashtag what was that? Cancel Ben's internet? Oh no.
Yeah. It's already cancelled. They cancelled me. So
is it just you didn't pay your bill? Is that what it is?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, Ben didn't pay his bills, so we're just gonna cancel him. Fuck up his live stream."
What you should do? When you ring them up tomorrow, you'd be like, "Do you not know who I am? Have you not read my Screen Rant comic articles?"
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll have to give you or fix your internet or give you better internet.
Yeah.
Paige, I sent an important tweet to you to find out if that's your favorite pop song. So you have to check it out.
You can go check it out. But we got a super chat here from Toe Senior again. Thanks so much. He says, "Will Jonathan get powers from Morgan Edge?" Also, okay, that's not a spoiler. No spoilers. But
that's not really a spoiler because you kind of knew that he was already.
Yeah, we kind of knew. Yeah. So, do you think Jonathan's gonna get powers from Edge?
Yeah, but I think he might get it might be at the end, and it might not be so negative, if that makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or might be something that kickstarts them. Eric, in regards to that song, that was the song that they played during the Sydney 2000 Olympics opening ceremony. I'm pretty sure she came onto the main stadium and sang that song. Absolutely everybody.
Oh no!
Everybody.
Oh no!
Oh no! Or maybe his voice is just too bad that they're gonna be like,
You'll get a claim. You'll get a claim here in a minute from that record label. So
yeah.
see.
Well, from me singing.
Yeah. Alex Alexander sends in a super chat. Thank you so much. He says Blue Beetle going to HBO Max. Yeah, I heard about that. That was reported the last few days. I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I hope it comes into cinemas as well. You guys, quick, any thoughts?
Hold on. Paige, you give your thoughts.
I think I don't know because I don't even know what it means for countries that don't have. I don't know if that means by the time that comes out, every country will have HBO Max.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's just America.
Or it might just be in America goes on HBO Max and everywhere else it goes. I'm not too sure.
That doesn't impact us, so we're fine.
I'm gonna share a quick link here. I will only watch it if it's this suit.
Wait, what?
That's Blue Beetle from Orville.
Yeah, I will only watch it if this is the suit.
Jesus Christ. It looks like cosplay.
Yeah.
It looks like Savitar.
It has to be that costume or I'm not going to watch.
Okay, well, we'll wait and see if Blue Beetle turns up looking like Savitar cosplay. That's terrible. But yeah, that's about it for. Wait, what?
No, I was just laughing.
Oh, okay. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and once again, sorry for the lags, and thanks to everyone who sent in super chats. Go check out our channel, homepage channel. We did the after party yesterday where I wasn't lagging, and they were talking about the shows, so go check it out. But yeah, for now, we'll catch you guys later, and